Tank, how would you fight Floyd in his prime? Like if you were to fight Floyd in his prime, if you guys were both in the...
Don't fight him. I'm still retired, officially retired. But I didn't retire from entertaining people, and I didn't retire from making money. So this coming up soon, in a couple days, it's all about entertaining the people.
Between Tank and Floyd is that Tank got the type of power. When you got power that carry up like Pacquiao, you can move up many weight divisions, not just, the two that he primarily fought in. We saw him dribbling Mario Barrios off the canvas, so we saw him do it.
Gervonta Davis responded to Floyd Mayweather's recent challenge by highlighting his own skills, stating that he can match any top-tier opponent. However, Davis expressed reluctance to fight Mayweather, referencing their past minimum-tea relationship and suggesting that such a fight would not align with his career goals.
How would you fight Floyd in his prime? Like if you were to fight Floyd in his prime, if you guys were both in the...
Don't fight him. I wouldn't fight him. I mean, Floyd was good. He was top tier. I mean, me, I feel as though I could compete with any top fighter. I'm not saying me going at Floyd, but I'm saying I feel as though my skills, and not to take nothing from Floyd, but I feel like my skills can compete with anybody that ever mixed up with boxing.
You're crazy to watch, bro. You hit like a fucking train.
Davis recently discussed his relationship with Floyd Mayweather, emphasizing that he has moved forward with his career despite Mayweather's past influence. While Mayweather once played a role in his career, Davis suggested that Floyd had already achieved what he wanted both in boxing and in terms of his involvement with him. Floyd, he's always been like that. I gotta focus on me. He already did what he had to do, Davis said, implying that whatever impact Mayweather had, whether good or bad, was already in the past. Despite any setbacks or challenges that may have come from his relationship with Mayweather, Davis has remained focused on his own success. He acknowledged that if he had accomplished as much as Mayweather did in sport, he might feel the same way about stepping back.
So how's your relationship with Floyd now? Is he still a part of your camp and crew or something, or not?
Floyd outdoing him. He always been like that. I gotta focus on what I'm focusing on. He already did what he had to do, bro.
For sure.
I ain't gonna lie. Me, if I did what like what he did in the sport, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't follow him for stand to himself and things like that. But it's also a part of me type thing, come back and help too. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
It's much love to the whole Mayweather promotion. You know what I mean? Ain't no bad blood type shit.
Floyd Mayweather's statement reflects his dual focus on both entertainment and financial success. While he's retired from official professional boxing, he still remains active in a way that allows him to engage with fans and secure significant paydays through exhibition matches. Mayweather seems to view these fights as a way to maintain his relevance in the boxing world while capitalizing on his name and legacy. His comparison to business moguls like Jeff Bezos and Warren Buffett suggests he sees himself as not just a boxer, but also a savvy businessman. Mayweather understands the power of his brand and how it can be leveraged for continued success. Even after retiring from the sport's official competition, the call-out of Tank Davis makes sense from a financial perspective. A fight with his former protege would likely generate a lot of attention and revenue. But Davis's disinterest shows a shift in focus. He seems to be prioritizing his own career and future, rather than taking part in an exhibition match that could potentially take attention away from his own growth as a fighter. Mayweather's comments highlight how the dynamics in boxing can sometimes be driven as much by business considerations as by competition itself.
The fight you've got coming up, Floyd, who do you think has taken the biggest risk taking that fight? Has it been you, Floyd Mayweather, or has it been Logan Paul, and why?
Well, it's always me, because at the end of the day, I'm always in a no-win situation. If I go out, I talked about this numerous times. If I knock him out in the first round, they're gonna say it was a waste of our money. If I carry him, let him go a few rounds, then they're gonna say, oh, Floyd Mayweather couldn't knock this guy out. But people got to realize, I'm still retired, officially retired. But I didn't retire from entertaining people, and I didn't retire from making money.
Showbiz The Adult breaks down the potential fight between Floyd Mayweather and Tank Davis, pointing out that Floyd is no longer as skillful as Tank at this point in his career. He argues that while Mayweather was once known for his incredible technical and defensive abilities, those days are behind him. He believed that Floyd can no longer compete with a prime fighter like Tank, who is at the peak of his career. Showbiz emphasizes that Tank Davis is a complete fighter, combining skill, power, and strategic thinking. Tank's precision, ability to make adjustments in the middle of a fight, and knockout power make him a dangerous opponent for anyone. In contrast, Floyd's style, heavily reliant on defense and counterpunching, would struggle against Tank's aggressive approach. Tank can apply pressure while maintaining his defensive awareness, which sets him apart from Mayweather's more passive, defensive game. Even though Floyd still has tons of experience, Showbiz argues that his speed, power, and ring IQ aren't at the level they once were. At this stage, Mayweather would find it difficult to keep up with Tank's speed and ability to adjust. According to Showbiz, if the fight were to happen, it would be more of an exhibition for entertainment than an actual competitive bout, with Tank being the superior fighter in this scenario.
My thing it wasn't that he's a big guy who could go to 140. It was that he's so talented and punch so hard that those skill sets can carry up with them and weight. That's what the great ones do. They have that ability. That's why I mentioned Floyd Mayweather wasn't 154, but his skill set was so good. The difference between Tank and Floyd is that Tank got the type of power. When you got power that carry up like Pacquiao, you can move up many weight divisions, not just, the two that he primarily fought in. We saw him dribbling Mario Barrios off the canvas, so we saw him do it at 140.
The potential fight between Tank Davis and Floyd Mayweather has fans buzzing, and it's easy to see why. The idea of a former protege stepping into the ring against his former mentor is something that many boxing fans never thought would actually happen. Tank Davis, once considered Mayweather's hand-picked successor, has risen to prominence as one of the most powerful and exciting fighters in boxing today. The thought of him facing Mayweather, who ruled the sport for years with his defensive genius, is a matchup full of intrigue and history. What makes this fight so fascinating is a clash of styles and generations. Floyd Mayweather built his legacy on precision, counterpunching, and a flawless defensive style that has made him one of the greatest of all time. Meanwhile, Tank Davis is known for his aggression, explosive knockout power, and the ability to change the course of a fight with a single punch. It's the ultimate test of experience versus youth. Would Mayweather's ring IQ and defensive mastery be enough to neutralize Tank's explosive power? Or would the younger, hungrier fighter push Mayweather into a battle he hasn't seen in years? The storyline adds an emotional layer to this fight. Tank, the former student, would be attempting to surpass his mentor, try to take down the king who once ruled boxing with an iron fist. The complexities of their relationship, including Tank's decision to part ways with Mayweather Promotions to take full control of his career, only add to the drama. While the fight may not be a true championship bout, since Mayweather is retired and only participates in exhibitions, the sheer possibility of it happening makes it an enticing spectacle. Whether the true competitive fight or more of an exhibition match, the idea of Tank Davis versus Floyd Mayweather has the entire boxing world on edge. The fight could capture the attention of fans around the globe and would undoubtedly be one of the most talked about matchups in boxing history.